Let's bring in our panel. Lisa Boothe, Fox News political analyst and the Truth with Lisa Boothe podcast host. Steve Hilton, host of The Steve Hilton Show. And Kevin Walling, former Biden 2020 campaign surrogate and HG creative partner. Welcome to all of you. Happy inauguration. It's great to be here in Washington with you all. Kevin, let me start with you. I mean, just looking at these crowds, what goes through your mind? I mean, I'm trying to think. There's no president in my own memory that can draw crowds like this, and it's consistent right up to this inauguration. People are very, very excited out there.
It's reminiscent, I think, of Obama 2008 when we saw those crowds bearing similar cold, rainy, awful weather that we're seeing out there.
About January
They're covered up.
I love them.
They've been queuing, I think, since very early this morning. I'm excited for the Village people myself that are going to be performing in a little bit. But there is enthusiasm that we're seeing on the ground here in Washington. Speaking as a Democrat, it's just nice to see this city, I think, performing well for this event. It's something that should bring us together and unite us as a people.
Yeah, Lisa, it is pretty nasty out there. Tomorrow, though, looks to be a sunny, beautiful day for this inauguration, which I think is exciting for the country to take in. It's always historic. I always love looking forward to the speech. I think it's a very important way to set the tone. What's on your mind this evening?
Well, America's back, baby. That's what my only complaint would be the traffic. That would be, other than that, everything's been great. No, there's just an excitement. And what I love about these next 4 years for Donald Trump is he's just facing less resistance. I mean, you look at the CEOs that are here to celebrate, from Mark Zuckerberg to Jeff Bezos, people who previously criticized him and they weren't in his corner. So I think he's going to be able to get a lot more done as a result of that. I also am just excited for a reprioritization of what matters in the country. And we've seen that with these confirmation hearings where Pete Hegseth saying, you know, we're going to get back to lethality with the military. You know, we're going to get back to focusing on recruiting. Or you look at Scott Bessent on Capitol Hill when asked about a climate race with China, and he's like, no, we're in an energy race. You know, China's going to be up with 100 new coal plants. We're focused on energy here. Or Kristi Noem for Department of Homeland Security saying we're not a country without borders, right? So I think what we're going to see for the next 4 years is focusing on what matters, getting America back in a strong position, and we're going to be an exceptional country again.
I mean,
Make America great again.
If Fox hadn't had those drone cameras on the border, this story would never have taken on the magnitude that it did when people could actually see, Steve, people literally just walking into the country at will. Just a quick thought before we head down there, because I think once we head down there, we may not see you guys. So please weigh in.
So you used the word historic. It is historic. And I've been thinking about how future historians will look at this and how 100 years from now, they'll be talking about Donald Trump. They won't be talking about many other presidents, just as we don't talk about all the presidents from 100, 150 years ago. A few stand out. And people will be asking, kids in schools, whatever the kind of schools we have, will be asking, how did he do it? How did this man come back from all those obstacles? And I think the answer is what you see in the streets. The fact that he was able to capture the voice of the people. He was the voice of the people. And in that sense, it's a very American story. We, the people, are supposed to be in charge, and Donald Trump had just channeled that sense of we've had enough of the experts and the establishment, all these people who claim to know what they're doing but actually made our lives worse. We want to be back in charge, and Donald Trump has put them there.
You know, something comes to mind as you're talking, Steve. It's, you know, there are presidencies that are consequential, and this 4 years has the opportunity to be that kind of consequential presidency where you see change happening in the country. You hear the expectations of the people outside on the ground, and you see people crowding into the Capital One Arena to get that started. I've also heard so many Trump supporters in recent days say, I cannot wait. I cannot wait until Monday. I can't wait to get started. I can't wait to see all of this change kick in.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.